And new tonight, here on The Current, we've got another member of our team to introduce you to. Now, normally we introduce you to our on-air colleagues, but we're switching things up today. Earlier this year, we brought a new producer onto our team who's got more than a decade of experience covering Quad City sports, and he joins us in studio today. Bobby Metcalf, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for asking me.
I said, you're usually behind the scenes, but we dragged you out into the studio. Why don't we start with where you're from?
I'm from here. Lived here in the Quad Cities for most of my life, 30 years. Pleasant Valley grad and went to college in Wisconsin and then came back and haven't figured out a way to leave yet. So.
It's just so much fun living here.
Yeah, it absolutely is. So.
Well, you covered sports, local sports with the Quad City Times. You're saying for 11 years. What kind of sports did you cover?
Everything. A lot of high schools. I did a lot with the Quad City Storm, Quad City Mallards. We covered the John Deere Classic, Iowa. I mean, you name it, I probably covered it. So a lot of things in 11 years that I've seen, and it was a lot of fun too.
So for people at home, Bobby and I sit back to back in the newsroom. We sit right beside each other, and I love talking about the Storm games with him. It's so much fun.
Yeah, we talk quite a bit. So.
Well, what do you love so much about local sports in the Quad Cities?
Oh man, it's so much more pure than you get to the national level. There was one time in my life where I thought, oh, I'd love to go to Chicago and cover the Bears, cover the Cubs, and then I started really covering high school sports. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, you're getting to see these kids, working at the absolute level. They're doing it for the love of the game. They're doing it for the love of the sport, and it's just so much fun seeing them kind of give their all and give them the attention that a lot of times they don't get.
Well, over the years, you worked really closely with a lot of us here at Channel 8, and then I'm assuming it was kind of an interesting moment to come in and be peers and working with these guys. Tell me about that.
It was. I've known Matt and Corey for 10, 11 years now, and they're some of my closest friends, and they were a huge reason why I came and started here. But then I've also gotten to know you really well, and John. I've worked closely with John Diaz as well, and it's really cool seeing the other side. I mean, when you're in the newspaper business, you kind of think of TV a little bit as competitors, but also as kind of colleagues. And now that I'm kind of seeing this side of it, it's really, really eye-opening and illuminating. Well,
in your new role here, you do more news than you do sports. What has that transition been like for you?
It's a little different. I did a little bit of news later in my career at the time, so I'm not completely foreign to it. It's different. It's a lot of you don't know what you're getting every day. You don't know what you're going to be dealing with every day, and you have to know everything about everything. You have to know what you're talking about as you're writing everything, and it keeps your mind engaged, keeps your mind focused, and that's part of the way I love about news.
Well, it's a great thing that you're so good at it, Bobby. Bobby produces our 10 o'clock news right now. So before I let you go, what is a piece of advice you might have for either a young journalist, sports lover, or just anyone watching today?
Stay flexible. Learn how to do everything and anything. The way this business is, it constantly changes, and the more you can do and the more that you know how to do, the more valuable you make yourself as an employee, right? So if you're just starting to get into journalism, don't pigeonhole yourself into saying, I'm only going to do sports, or I'm only going to do news, or I'm only going to do photography. Learn how to do everything because it's going to pay off down the road.
I love it. Well, you know what, Bobby? We actually have a few seconds left, so tell me what you love to do outside of work, outside of sports.
Love to golf. I love to watch the Bears, even though yesterday wasn't as much fun as I wanted it to be. Golf. I'm really into movies, trivia nights, stuff like that. Just kind of hanging out and seeing what the Quad Cities has to offer.
I love it. Bobby, thank you so much for letting me drag you on the
Absolutely.
show.
Thanks for asking me.